Good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning, thriving warriors and those who wish they were, even if they don't know it. Okay, well, here we are. Great. It's Monday morning. Well, Alexa, what is the date and time?
It's Monday, May 2nd, 2022 at 6:11 a.m.
What's the weather like? Alexa, what is the weather like today?
Currently, in Pahrump, it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect mostly sunny weather with a high of 84 degrees and a low of 48 degrees.
Thank you. Okay, so out here in beautiful Pahrump, the sun is coming up. The Camp Rainman is in the shade still. The sun has not hit it. We're on North Nevada Highway 160, north of town, about 4 miles just past the airport. So if anybody wants to come up here, that's where we are. So smell the coffee, getting ready. We have a special guest. Greg Marlowe came up here last night after work, just needed to get away. And so we welcome him for his short stay today. And hopefully somebody will be up here next week. More on that later. Okay, well, I think it's become apparent that the people who do not watch this video in the morning or ask other people who do, hey, anything new, anything I need to know about? Because you're going to be held accountable for it. You don't get to say, oh, nobody told me. It's because it's like, yeah, every morning. So please, when you watch the video, ask other people if they watch the video. Maybe there's something you can mention from the video or something you can talk about that should have been discussed in the video. These are very important. Why? Why are they important? I can picture Bo back there right now saying, I'll tell you why. Okay, good. So they're important for a couple of reasons. One is it keeps you abreast of the important things happening here at Thriving Warrior. But more importantly, this is part of career services. If you take the things that you learn here to work with you, you will become a better person. I can promise you that every day there's something in this video that you can take to work to make you a better employee. That's just how it is. There's something in here every day. But if you're A, not watching, you don't know, or B, not paying attention, you won't know. This is not just to provide information on what we're doing. This is career services. This is helping you become a better person. And one way you're doing it is by showing up. Wow. Who would have thought that? Yeah. Just showing up, creating a habit of doing something where you have the opportunity to learn is part of career services, becoming a better employee. What is the number one thing you need to do to be a good employee? Be trusted. Act in a trustworthy way. Because if your boss doesn't trust you, you don't really have a career there. You might have a job, you might get paid, but you're not going to be trusted. When they're thinking about who should we promote this month, guess who's not going to be the person to get promoted? Right. So here's how it turns out, people. Let's see, I don't have a state pen workbook, but we are upgrading the state pen workbook to the Thriving Warrior Field Manual. Everybody will have the opportunity to get one. And it turns out it's like this. You will never rise above your self-image. That's the word I was looking for. You'll never rise above the level of your self-image. So if your secret self-image, the person you are when you're in bed at night alone and there's nobody around to see you, or you're in the shower, or you're looking in the mirror, you'll never rise above the level of your self-interest. So if you think that secretly you're unworthy, unlovable, untrustworthy, a bad person, smarter than everyone else is a moron, whatever you secretly believe, that is your self-image. You'll never rise above your level of that. So what do we need to do? We need to change your self-image. How do you do that? Well, there's a lot of different ways. But if you don't change your self-image, you're not going to change the results of your life. You will sabotage yourself. You'll sabotage other people. And so the field manual is going to be really focused on three things. One of which is you got to change your self-image. Part of it is, and a lot of times, going to be spent on why. Driving home the point that you'll never rise above the level of your self-image. All you need to do is raise your self-image and your performance will get better. How do we change our self-image? Well, there's a lot of different ways, but we have to change our self-beliefs. And the good news is a belief can be changed like that. We know that from Aaliyah Crum, from the studies that she's done. A belief can be changed like that. You can change what you believe like that. The challenge is changing your habits, because habits are unconscious behavior, things you do without even knowing. That's what's a little bit tougher. And doing things like showing up to watch this video in the morning or sharing it with other people, that creates a habit. The things that you do in the morning when you first wake up create the habit. Can't really see my room, but if you noticed, every day my bed is made. And I take pride in having my bed look good. Why? Well, I don't know. It's a habit. I don't really think about it. But I know when I look at my bed, when I come in the room, it makes me feel good. Habit, good habit. We're also in the process of preparing some other publications. Anybody who would like to help produce these publications, let me know, because we need all the help we can get. Also, Thriving Warrior, if you want your copy, you need to let me know. If you don't want one, that's okay. It's your life, your choice. And let's see. Oh, let's go to our friend Seth Godin. Seth Godin. Sunk costs at work. Got a little. There we go. That got rid of him. Oh, nope. There. Now they're gone. Little Twitter and Facebook icons on the screen. Sunk costs at work. What's a sunk cost? What is work? Okay, we're going to find out. For skilled information workers, we don't have many of those. We don't have information workers. It's not, we don't have people who are skilled. Job mobility has never been easier or more profitable. And yet countless people stay where they are without ever considering why. For example, there are hundreds of senior leaders and contributors at Twitter who haven't quit their jobs in the last week, even though they have a financial cushion, a technical reputation, and are facing the prospect of working for a new boss who has little respect for what they've worked on for years. Sunk costs are powerful. Okay, so sunk costs are the costs that you have put into something that are gone. Some people stay where they are because they value unearned options in ways that undervalue their upside potential at a different gig. Okay, that's kind of a complicated sentence. Some people stay where they are because they worked hard to get where they are and don't want to risk it. Okay, that's probably a lot of our people. Why do you continue to work at the job you've worked at and not moved up, except maybe earned a little bit more money, but you're not really having more responsibility, more skills, more value? Why do you stay? Some people are lazy. Some people don't want to risk losing what they have. And some people stay because they think alternative options feels risky, and feelings of risk are tempting to avoid. Okay, well, I could go do that, but it's risky. But with work from home, transferable networks, and valuable tech skills, there are now millions of people who might benefit from thinking hard about what they hope to contribute in the future. Okay, with work from home, transferable network, and valuable tech skills, guess what our people don't really have? Those. They prefer to use their bodies rather than their brains. And why? Not because they choose to, because that's what they have. They haven't learned the skills they needed to learn to be able to do this kind of work at home. You don't get tomorrow over again. The chance to build something you're proud of with a team you're eager to work with is a privilege, and ignoring it would be a shame. Okay, so you don't get tomorrow over again. Tomorrow becomes today, today becomes yesterday. The chance to build something you're proud of with a team you're eager to work with is a privilege, and ignoring it would be a shame. Quitting is underrated. What does that mean? Quitting is underrated. Yeah, you should quit doing something that is not something you're proud of with a team you're eager to work with. There are 3 stages in life: learning, earning, and yearning. Our people, and so here's how it works. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you earn, the less you yearn. Learning, earning, and yearning. The problem is too many people did not learn enough, and it wasn't their fault. I would say if somebody dropped out of law school, probably not their fault. Their life circumstances, the things that got them there, and the things going on in their life are the things that probably the effort did not exceed the reward. It was just too hard to keep going to law school or whatever. So let's take fault, guilt out of the equation and just call it for what it is. We haven't learned enough. The whole foundation of novum-u and thriving warriors is learning. That's what separates us. That's what separates the people who do well from the people who don't. They just know more. And it's not about IQ, because you could spend a little bit more time or a lot more time learning the things you need to learn. But that takes a little bit of discipline. And we come back to self-beliefs, because if you believe I'm just not smart, I can't do it, I believe I don't have enough time, I believe there's no purpose in investing in myself in terms of education. If you have those beliefs, what is your self-image going to be? Right. And you will never exceed the level of your own self-image. I know I have trouble with that word image, thinking about that word image, self-image. I think of identity. You'll never rise to the level of your own self-image. And if you think you're dumb, if you think you can't learn, if you think you don't have time, not think, believe. If you believe those things, if you believe you're dumb, if you believe you don't have time, guess what the result will be? You won't do it. And then that will reinforce your belief. So that's where we are. Thank you for being there, world. Please tell other students to watch the videos or share some of the things on the videos. And remember, Navy SEAL maxim, yesterday was the only easy day. Go out there and let's make something happen.